What is going on, everyone? Welcome back to another video, another day, another dollar. We're going to be breaking down our futures contract per usual as we go to close out the week. Just briefly going to touch on how I traded today and for the week. Overall, not bad. Recovered most of the major loss that I took on Monday, which is a very rough way to start a week. Battled back all week, managed to string together 4 green days in a row, which is great. Only ending the week down about $48, so not terrible. Also not great. But considering the circumstances where we were, things could be much worse. So we look to continue to do the same thing next week. Kind of string together a couple winning days, and try to stay out of this choppy market that we're currently in at the moment. The day was very hard to read. We opened up inside of the previous day's range and value, worst of our risk reward, and pretty much just traded inside and chopped around all day. I mean, we are currently, I think, 12 wide, just one shy of being 13 wide. So 12 wide is what we're going to close out the day with, and that's a pretty wide point of control. But in yesterday's video, I was talking how we needed to close above 5,700 and stay above that. We did not close above 5,700 going into the close yesterday. Closed at the lows, way back down here, and pretty much spent majority of the day just below that area. If we go and look at our other chart that includes the overnight session, we had a wide overnight point of control, and I don't know why it's not showing today's session, but we had a wide overnight point of control and basically camped out slightly below it all day long. So tough day to read. We were very, very choppy from the get-go. I got myself in some trouble at the lows in C period, which resulted in a couple losses, and then we ended up kind of fighting back to get back up positive on the day, closing the day up $116. So not terrible on the day. But in yesterday's video, we were talking and discussing about closing above 5,700. If not, then it was imperative that we hold 5,650. Well, yesterday's low just happens to be around that 5,650 level. Today, the bears had every opportunity to push down and take out yesterday's low, which would put the daily back to balance. So technically, we are still one time frame and up, even though we are inside of the previous day's range. But we are kind of just chopping around, trying to find some type, and there's nothing wrong with consolidation, but trying to find out who's going to be the winner moving forward is more or less what's happening. Is it going to be the sell side or is it going to be the buy side? Right now, the daily is one time framing up, the weekly is one time framing up, and the monthly has gotten back to balance for SPY. ES is a little bit different. I want to see us push up a little bit higher and take out that 177 level. I'll show us on TOS real quick what I'm talking about. But I want to see us push up above that level for it to be clear and precise confirmation for me. So this is our weekly chart. All right, let me look at the monthly real quick. Pull that up. And this is our monthly chart. So the high that I was talking about, well, I guess, oh, this is SPY. So you can see in SPY how we took out that monthly high. Now, when I go to show you in ES here on the futures contract, because this includes the overnight session and everything, and it's you kind of want to include everything in your analysis. We still have yet to reach up to that high. You can see SPY already took out that month's high. We have not. We have to take out this high of 6150 in order for us to get any traction. And then on the weekly, you can see we haven't taken out that high just yet. 5761.50 is that high that we need to take out in order for us to be moving up on the weekly as well. So for SPY, it's a little bit different. SPY is one time framing up on the daily and the weekly, and the monthly's back to balance. However, for the futures contract, it's not quite that simple. We need a little bit more of a push to the upside in order for us to firmly be one time framing up on the weekly. So yeah, that is kind of more or less what I'm looking forward to. If we pull up our daily chart, like I said, I think the lows of 56.50 need to hold. I think it is imperative that we hold that, and then we get back above and reclaim 5,700 in order for us to explode out of this range and really get up to the upside. We really need to see a break and hold back above that 57.24 level, which was our previous balance high. We really need to see that. We need a break above and hold above that level in order for us to see the 200 and the 100-day moving averages on the upside. However, if we do not, we come in Monday, we open up to the downside, we'll be back to balance if we get below that 56.50 level, and then you're most likely going to continue to pull on back to maybe the 50-day moving average at that point, which is hovering right around 55.82. So today is most likely going to close with just 7 minutes left in the trading day. Most likely going to close with an inside day. And what does that mean going forward into Monday? Well, we want to look to see if we get continuation. If we come out of this, get continuation to the downside or lack of, or even to the upside. If we take out today's high up here at 57.10, we want to see continuation or lack of. Continuation would mean we push up, get up above 57.24, then your next destination 57.50, and then your next destination would be that 57.61 level, weekly and monthly high for this contract. Okay, on the downside, you take out 56.50 and today's low. You want to see a continuation on down to 56.30. Below 56.30, you start to look towards these lows down here at 56.05. All right. So with all that being said, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you all have a wonderful day. Catch you guys in the next one. See ya.